I'm Ruth Wanzek, and I want a boat. I grew up in central Minnesota, have been fishing my whole life. My father took me and my two older brothers fishing on the river all the time. I went up to college on Lake Superior and minored in limnology. So my love of fishing continued into my career. Worked in the Valley City fish hatchery for a couple of years and have stayed in the North Dakota area ever since. So I've never really had my own fishing boat. I had bought a kayak to fish from a few years ago and just never really gave up on my hope that I'd be able to get out on the boat again and start fishing. So it was just super exciting to know that this giveaway was happening, and to be able to win it is just a dream come true. Growing up in Minnesota, I knew what Greenbelt was and had always kind of looked for premium when we went out to dive bars and around North Dakota and northern Minnesota, and would drink Big Friendlies mostly. So it kind of started as the spring went on. We noticed that we had to switch to bottles if we wanted to try and win the boat. So kind of kiddingly, but somewhat seriously, we switched to buying tackle boxes and looking for the bottles as we went to the bar. I didn't necessarily try super hard to get that walleye, and it only took 3 tackle boxes for me. I was with a friend, and we kind of had this thing where we'd both open one and see who caught the biggest fish. And on our next one that we opened, we were super excited to see the fish and had to kind of Google it, make sure that we were looking at the right thing. And wouldn't you know, we sent the bottle cap in and got the reply early the next week, and went down over Labor Day weekend to the Shells Brewery to try and win the boat. They had a whole fishing themed day set up, so it was super fun. We had a trivia contest where they had the 7 winners that had pulled bottle caps. And if you got it right, then you got to go pick a key out of this little kiddie pool that they had all these keys floating in. The 5 keys left, there was kind of 4 over on one side, and there was kind of 1 floating off on its own. And I always pick the thing off by itself. There's a reason that it's off over there and trying to tell me something. So I was like, okay, so the first guy went up there, and that didn't turn it over. Second guy went up there, tried his key, nope, didn't turn it over. So then I went up there and tried mine and turned it the wrong way. So I was like, oh, yep, I didn't win. And I turned it the other way and it turned over. And it was just super exciting because after, kind of fumbling with it, and I was like, oh, okay, yep, I didn't win. And then to actually have that moment that I heard it try and turn over, it was very exciting. So I've never had my own boat, don't really know how to back up a trailer, have no idea how to use the technology. Being a one person, how do I get it on and off the trailer safely and not be one of those people at the boat landing that looks like they don't know what they're doing. So I had asked around a lot of friends and especially coworkers that had some nicer Lund boats. And he gave me Johnny Candle's name as someone that he had gone to a seminar at Shields and really kind of hit it off with him, thought he was a great guy, very down to earth, someone that would be willing to take me out in my boat and show me how to be safe on my boat. So I reached out. He was great enough to respond back and say, absolutely, let's take it out. I will do what I can. Just got a great overview of the technology and showed me how to trailer my boat. I haven't had any issues with it ever since, and just been a lot more confident in my skills and abilities to get out on the water by myself and to just relax and not have to worry about, am I going to be able to get it back on the trailer, or is this working, is that working? On the kayak, if there was any wind at all, it was pretty much impossible to get out and enjoy. So now in my boat, It's just given me a lot more flexibility for how many days I can get on the water and enjoy being out there and the great fisheries that we have in North Dakota.